All right, so Flamengo. A lot going on over there, huh? Make or break time, some are calling it.
Yeah, and, they might not be wrong about that.
Copa do Brazil. Rumors swirling about some big moves from Italy, and an election that could turn the whole club upside down.
You had the Corinthians game, right?
I was there, yeah.
Paint me a picture. 1-goal lead, go into the second leg. Got to be a little tense in the air, yeah?
Oh, tense is putting it mildly. I mean, the atmosphere was electric, you know?
I bet.
Everyone's on edge. It's Copa do Brazil. Well, let's just say their season hasn't gone exactly to plan.
Right.
So winning this, well, it'd be a big deal.
A saving grace, almost.
You said it, not me.
Okay.
But anyway, Corinthians on their home turf, totally different story. They're going to be fired up. Crowd's going to be deafening. That 1-goal lead. It's a good start, sure, but it's a long way from over.
Speaking of things that are a long way from over, how about that injury list, huh? I mean, Pedro, Viña, Cebolinha. Feels like half their starting lineup is out.
It's rough. Timing couldn't be worse. And Luis Araujo being out till next year. Oof. That's got to hurt, strategically.
It's a huge blow, no doubt about it. They're going to need to dig deep, find some new solutions, and fast.
Well, maybe that's where Felipe Luis comes in, right? New sheriff in town, new rules, finding Leo Pereira for being late. That's making a statement, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. It's sending a message. Discipline, accountability, those little things matter, especially now with everything on the line.
But can he turn that discipline into goals, though? I mean, that's the big question, right? Especially with this Fla-Flu derby coming up. Talk about a pressure cooker.
Oh, yeah, this is more than just a game, that's for sure.
Never is with these two.
Right, Fla-Flu, always electric, but this one, even more so, I think.
Yeah, this one has some real weight to it.
And a win here, going into that second leg against Corinthians, I'm telling you, it could make all the difference.
Morale boost, momentum, the whole 9 yards.
Exactly.
Plus, packed house at the Americana. I bet that atmosphere is going to be off the charts.
Oh, guaranteed. But it's interesting. There's word that Fluminense might be missing their defensive wall, Thiago Silva.
No kidding. That's got to be music to Flamengo's ears.
Yeah, big time.
Their attack has been, well, let's just say it hasn't been their strong suit lately.
Struggling to find the back of the net, you could say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if there was ever a time for them to break through, this could be it.
Something to keep an eye on, for sure.
Yeah.
But hey, while we're on the topic of shakeups, you know what else could really change things up?
What's that?
This election. The presidential election.
Oh, right, yeah. Because what happens off the pitch, that's just as important sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the guy who's looking like the front runner right now, Mauricio Gomes de Matos, he's making some interesting noises, particularly about who he might bring in.
Oh, yeah. Like who?
Gustavo Grossi. You familiar?
The name rings a bell. Remind me.
Argentine football executive, big-time strategist.
Okay, starting to come back to me now.
The guy's got a serious track record. Turned around clubs like River Plate, international restructuring, youth development, you name it. He's got the Midas touch when it comes to talent.
So Matos bringing in a guy like that, that's a statement.
Understatement of the year.
Yep.
It's like he's sending a message, right? We're not messing around here. We're here to win.
I like it. Bold.
Right. Makes you wonder what it'd look like. Grossi reshaping Flamengo. What kind of players would he go after? Would he bring in some big international names? It's exciting just to think about.
Speaking of big international names, what's this I'm hearing about Léo Ortiz? Juventus sniffing around, huh?
Word on the street is, yeah, they're interested. It seems like Bremer's injury has them scrambling a bit for defensive options, and Ortiz has been playing lights out.
Can't blame him for noticing.
And the other thing that makes him even more attractive? That Italian passport.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right.
Makes the whole thing a lot smoother for them.
Yeah, makes it a no-brainer for them, almost.
Oh.
But here's the thing. I heard Flamengo's not budging, at least not yet. Nope. Holding their ground they are. And understandably so. Ortiz has been a rock for them.
For sure.
But you know how it goes. Big money changes everything. Be interesting to see how a Grossi-led regime would play this one.
Right. Cash in now or hold on to a key player, it's a tough call.
Speaking of Grossi, right, that's the thing with him. The guy plays the long game. At least that's what his track record suggests.
Yeah.
He's not about that quick fix, more about building something that lasts.
Which brings us back to Mathuzinho, right? All that hype last year. Next big thing, there was some...
Oh, yeah, the kid's got talent, no doubt. But that release clause, that's a hefty price tag, even for a club like Flamengo.
So would Gracie see that as a worthwhile investment? Or would he be like, nah, let's allocate those resources somewhere else, build a more well-rounded squad?
Exactly. It all comes down to vision, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What kind of team does he want to build? And does Mathuzinho fit into that?
So many moving pieces, right? Copa do Brazil hanging in the balance, new president with a whole new outlook, transfer rumors flying left and right. It's what makes following the sport so much fun.
It's a pivotal moment for Flamengo. No doubt about it. The decisions they make in the next few weeks, they could have ripple effects for years to come. Buckle up, my friend, because it's going to be a wild ride.
Wild ride indeed. And as always, folks, you heard it here first. We'll be back next week to break it all down. Until then, keep your eyes peeled and your ears open because things are about to get very interesting. See you in the next deep dive.